street vibes rum cheaper and more marketable for the fans in the streets. It is made in Jamaica, for Jamaica, by Jamaica.
When the tattoo niggas start the bone, me kill off the pain with street vibes rum.
Let's do this thing fair. We're a 50-50 partner, you know, because I want you to give it your all. You gotta realize I save a lot of money on marketing and stuff because he did have the brand power and we pushed that. Because let me tell you something, Winford, when I'm buying out all these radio spots, you know, and it's beating it in the people's head.
Blessed people, welcome back. So people, today I'm going to talk about a particular situation surrounding a particular artist. So I say people, and I'm going to prove to you people that some artists that people think are the smartest definitely do not do the smartest things. You get me as a people. And we're talking about Vybz Kartel today. So as a people, and the fact that Vybz Kartel is the artist who could have put Wray Nephew out of business. Yes, people, me say that Vybz Kartel could have put Wray Nephew out of business if he was actually as smart as people perceive him to be or as he portray himself to be. So people, we're gonna look into it, you understand? Remember when Vybz Kartel came out with Street Vibes Rum, people, how many of you remember when that rum was on the street when Vybz Kartel in prime, I push him artists them and I push him rum at that time? Oh, Street Vibes Rum did that take over the streets. As Street Vibes Rum go up on the shelf, it come off.
I must say for the record that Corey Todd is a remarkable partner and he's a marketing genius.
Okay.
Yeah man, straight up. Big up Corey.
The supermarket owners them used to have to hide it for special people get it. Every corner you go up on a Street Vibes Rum people are drink, you understand? And it was getting bigger and bigger and getting more worldwide. You understand people? Until some bad dealings with his partner, you know that Street Vibes Rum came to an abrupt end. You get me as a people? So we're gonna look a bit into things like that. You get me as a people? How Vybz Kartel could have become a billionaire. You get to me as a people, and he chose not to. Maybe because of a lot of fame and attention and power. You know, him decides you have no, him too big for that. You get to me as a people. But when I look into it, you know, the big superstar them overseas, and I mean, them figure out how to monetize themselves other than just collecting from their music. You get to me and say, them figure out how to use them public presence to gather money, and I mean, push a product, because once you have the attention of the people, then the people will buy something if you are selling it. You get to me as if I notice Rick Ross them, CM Diddy them, and I mean Jay-Z them and all them big artists, them try to do branding or them try to sell something. You get to me as people are affiliate marketing, make some good money. Yeah, so people, in 2008, an American businessman known as Corey Todd, you know what I mean, signed Vybz Kartel to do an endorsement deal. You know, these two had such a good relationship that they became business partners, you know what I mean, sharing the business 50-50. You get me as a people? So they started the daggering condoms and so on and so forth, you know what I mean, people, which were going slowly until eventually they started the Street Vibes Rum. You get me as a people? And it was going crazy because at that time there was a lot of controversy surrounding Vybz Kartel, you know what I mean, people, and Vybz Kartel was able to push across the Street Vibes Rum more. You get them as the people in the songs, you know what I mean, a lot of advertisement and so on and so forth. So Street Vibes Rum did really take off for Vybz Kartel and Corey Todd. So people, the business was booming and doing exceptionally well. You get me? I say Street Vibes Rum was quickly taking over the market because the younger youth them at that time, everybody wants Street Vibes Rum to drink because of the clout attached to Street Vibes Rum at that time. You know, them have the Flask Rum, the Quart Rum, and so on, them time. You know what I mean, people? The business was going so good that, you know, Corey Todd and Vybz Kartel even started to do other business. Like, for example, the Building nightclub in Kingston. That is where Asylum used to be, you know what I mean? Corey and Vybz Kartel take over that thing, you know what I mean? And it was renamed the Building. But people, regardless of how good the business is going, you know that there will be some faults now, because human being to human being, you know, people are gonna have different beliefs and people are gonna fall out for different things, because people have different tolerance levels to different things. You might want a situation to go a particular way, you know, your partner I see it a different way. You get to answer people, and if you're not able to compromise somewhere in the middle, then the relationship is eventually going to break off, you know what I mean? Most of the bad blood started from the club, you know what I mean? When Vybz Kartel was at the club, you know, certain artists' music could not be played in the club, otherwise man I hold cigarette in them face and so on and so forth. So
90% of the people that come to the building are Gaza fans. The other 10 are people that swing both sides, are just there for entertainment. So everybody comes to the building to listen dancehall music, hear some Vybz Kartel, drink some street vibes.
The relationship between Kartel and Vybz Kartel was starting to get a bit sour, and it reached a stage now where it's like threats start to send against the life of Kartel, you know what I mean? Kartel start to get scared, you get the massive people, because Vybz Kartel friend them start to page him certain ways, so things not really go Kartel way again. So Kartel decides he is going to call it quits, you get the massive, because his life is more precious than the money, you get the massive people.
Since we purchased the Benz, you know, the man changed, you know. Money changed people, you know. You understand? Him ego is bigger than this room we in, you know. A lot of stuff has gone on in that building, you know. And I've tried to stop it, you know. From selectors being beaten. I mean, it's already been talks of that license being poor, you know. You can't beat selectors and say your music alone for play. You can't burn selectors in the face with cigarette. Or that's where it stopped, you know, Winford. I'm saying, let's run the business, and he say, let's be a patty shop.
People might wonder, say, why is Kartel the one who stopped the business? And I am saying that Vybz Kartel could have overthrown Wray Nephew as the #1 rum in Jamaica, and by extension the Caribbean. The fact is, the reason why that rum got so popular was because of Vybz Kartel. It was really because of the association with Vybz Kartel why that rum got so popular. So Vybz Kartel should have been the one to be thinking about the business aspect of it, regardless of the fact that you and Kartel might have some issues. You have to know that the business is the business. So as long as the business is being taken care of, then you and Kartel don't necessarily have to be friends if you can't see eye to eye on certain things.
I save a lot of money on marketing and stuff because he did have the brand power, and we pushed it.
Because, you see, people, business people don't allow them ego to cloud their judgment. You get me? You have to be able to sit down and see the vision and see where this business and the partnership is going. I know that here I will compromise because of the business, you know what I mean? Kartel came on an interview and was exposing the reasons why he decided to walk away from millions of dollars, you know what I mean? But then I was one who sat back and looked and was saying that this man had the opportunity to become one of the richest individuals in the Caribbean, you know what I mean? And because people, as I said before, you see, whenever your presence is out there, whether it be good publicity or bad publicity, the fact that you are out there like that in the public domain, people will always want to know what this individual is about. And you know, Vybz Kartel, a very talented DJ from Jamaica, you know what I mean? A lot of people all over the world like his music, people love his music, you know what I mean? The rivalry between him and Mavali, you know what I mean? Draw a whole heap of attention, people, you see? So Vybz Kartel at that level of clout to push that rum, you see what I say? And it was going so well. So why would an individual have a brand that is doing so well and generating so much money, you know what I mean, that you use ego and destroy that? I don't understand the mind of people who we expect to be that smart, you know what I mean? They limit themselves so much. Because when I look at the richest entertainers in the world, people, it's not just because of them music that them do and music sales that make them that rich, you know what I mean? Their music got them to become this famous individual, and then here comes the opportunity now for the brand deals, because if you are out there in the public and people looking at you, then you know the big companies saying, well, if you're wearing a shirt with my brand on it, then people gonna see you wearing it, and if you're wearing it, that means it must be something good. So that means you know what I mean, you can go in a partnership and do maybe some affiliate marketing and so on and so forth. It's even better for the entertainer if you can monetize just your mere presence, the fact that your image is on a rum bottle, you know what I mean, it's gonna sell more. And personally, I think that that is one of the main downfall of Jamaican entertainers. The reason why a lot of them do not reach the full extent of their potential, you know what I mean, is the business. A lot of entertainers are not thinking about the music and the business of entertainment. You understand, people? Different aspects of it, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna make some money and him have a lot of fame and attention, you know what I mean? He's not willing to take much talk from anybody or advice from anybody. He just want to do him own thing and go through. You see, people, in my opinion, it not really work like that. If you really want to propel yourself to the next level, you know what I mean, regardless of the fact that a lot of persons cannot be trusted, but sometimes in life you have to take chances, you know what I mean, you have to trust people because you can't do everything. Because if you try to do everything, you're going to end up in a bad situation. And that happened to a whole heap of artists. Them try to manage their own career because them have a manager and them try to micromanage the manager. You get me as a people. So that happened and that break a lot of the entertainers them from reaching them full potential, you know, people. But I really had to come out and talk about this particular situation because it's something that I saw for myself, you know what I mean. I know when Street Vybz did I run the streets, you get to me, I say, at the time when Court had announced that Street Vybz would be no more, Street Vybz was in demand. You get me, I say, and not only demand in Jamaica, demand worldwide. But anyway, peeps, that is just my opinion and the way me look on it, you know what I mean? I would love to hear your review in the comment section, you understand? You can agree with me, you can disagree with me, just give your honest opinion of how you think about that. Could Vybz Kartel have overthrown Wray Nephew based on how the sales of Street Vybz was going at the time? You can make that call, okay, people? As well as you can like, subscribe, and share. Peace.
If there was one partnership in dancehall that appeared stable and rewarding, it would have to be that of Vybz Kartel and Corey Todd. Partnership that grew the Vybz Kartel brand into an enviable business empire. But all of a sudden, it is no more. We're joined right now by Corey Todd. Corey.
How you doing?
Blessed, man.
Right.
Welcome. Thanks for coming.
No problem.
All right. So what is the problem? What is the dispute about?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, Winfred, this dispute has been brewing over the past 3 to 4 months.
Yes.
As you know, we operate the Building nightclub. Vybz Kartel, as the artist I met 3 years ago that I've worked fiercely to become a dancehall icon, is not the same Vybz Kartel I knew then, you know. Mm-hmm. I mean,
he has changed?
Of course.
Yes.
He's changed a lot. Not just in personal features, but as a person as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what drew you to him in the first place?
Well, I mean, 4 years ago, I saw he was on an island, basically. 3 to 4 years ago, I saw that he was kind of segregated in dancehall. I saw that he had an underground following, similar to like Adonia right now currently. Mm-hmm. And I saw he had a real fan base that was underground, a younger fan base that I think eventually that if he was groomed the right way, that he could be the leading artist in dancehall. Okay. He had just left the Alliance. He was working with he was trying to develop some other artists. He didn't know exactly what he wanted to do at the time. So me and him talked. You know, because I actually came here on a hip-hop project because I used to work with the brand Pimp Juice, which was owned by Nelly. And so I got him to do a commercial with me. That's how I met him. And I thought the guy was, you know, remarkable, and he had that star ability, and I liked his music. Mm-hmm. I thought he needed to slow down his lyrics and have a better delivery and have more melody and that type of thing, and those are things that we worked on and developed. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, we took it from nothing and turned into everything. I'm a very quiet person. I mean, I'm not the hype guy. You know, he tried to bring me out and want me to be in videos, but I never was about that. So a lot of people might be shocked to even know, well, who is this Corey Todd saying all these things? But
so Corey Todd is from the U.S. You're an American
citizen.
Right.
My wife is a Jamaican.
Your wife is a Jamaican. Right. Where in the U.S.?
Well, I grew up in a small town, Mississippi, but I lived all over. Okay. You understand? I was in D.C., just all over. I used to own restaurants. I was in the promotions. I helped start work with Pimp Juice, Nelly's brand. I mean,
so you're a marketer. You're more of a marketer than...
I'm a businessman, Winfred. I've done almost everything, you know. and I love the music business, and I'm passionate about it. And you know, that's what drew me to Jamaica. I believe in dance.
So you were the one who made the initial approach to Vybz?
Of course.
Okay.
Vybz Kartel never thought about owning a business before.
So you told him about, you advised them on the brand building?
I didn't advise them, I built the brand.
You built the brand?
And I told them what to do.
Okay.
You understand?
And
he says he's the puppeteer, but I'm the real puppeteer, you know.
Okay, so he the brand you built.
Right, unfortunately.
And you build the Vybz rum as well?
Of course.
And what else? The building?
Alright, we started with a very high-end Vybz rum product that didn't work out because Kartel fan base, current fan base, could afford it, but it wasn't something they were going to buy every day like the product Street Vybz, right? And then before that, after Vybz rum, I started something called Dagger and Condoms, right? It was very successful, but the reason I stopped it is because I was getting faulty the condoms weren't faulty, but I got complaints of busted condoms, right? So I thought to myself, I was like, hey, this is a guy where this brand is attached to Vybz Kartel. These condoms are busting. Maybe I should get out of this business. So I just stopped it cold turkey. And it was successful, but like anything else as a businessman, if you don't feel like the product you're selling is safe and with it being tied to an artist, all condoms bust, you know. With Jamaica being high in humidity and those type of things, all those have the effect on condoms busting or whatever. But I didn't want to be associated with a brand like that. I said, you know what, let me stop this project. So I stopped their project. I had started the Street Vybz project, and I focused all my effort on Street Vybz and built it into a real brand. And from Street Vybz, I started Street Vybz Thursday. Kartel endorsed it to the fullest. I mean, we worked together, we built it. I mean, I can't sit here and say without Vybz Kartel these brands would have been successful, but I could have used any other popular artist, you know. But I mean, Vybz Kartel had a draw. I took advantage of that draw, and I made them bigger than life. I mean, it's something about when you step in the building nightclub. Even though I had to fight with him because I have pictures of Bounty, because I respect him as a DJ. I have pictures of Beanie. I have pictures of Shaba in there. I had to fight with him tooth and nail to get in there because I said, listen to me, Kartel. You can't own a nightclub and your music alone for play.
Those are the iconic pictures that you put on the wall.
Because I believe in dancehall and the reason why I was because I was offered the building, you know, because I have the relationship with those guys, and I go to Kartel and I say, and I give Kartel basically split the business with him because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm loyal to him, and I said, listen, it's gonna look great for you. No dancehall artist has ever owned the club, you know. This the club you wanted your songs to bust in.
So the offer was made to you initially, and you bring him in on it.
Of course.
So were you an equal partner? What was your equity in the business?
In which one? The Street Vybz?
Or the whole business.
Okay, may I break it down to you? May I break it down
as well
to
as
you? May I break it down to you? When I first came to Jamaica, the first initial project, Vybz Rum, was just an endorser, right?
He was just endorsed.
Basically, he would get paid whatever 10% of profits or whatever it worked out to be, right? But with that project not working and the relationship that me and Vybz Kartel developed, I said, you know what? Let me get this guy a break and show him the way, because he was having his issues, you know, and I wanted to change his outlook on life and say, look, stop preying the wrong thing and pre-business, you know. So I said, look, let's do this thing fair. We're a 50-50 partner, you know, because I want you to give it your all. I want you to sing about it as much as you possible without it looking corny. I want you to plug it as much. So I'm going to give you half, and let's work and build this thing, you know. Because you got to realize, I save a lot of money on marketing and stuff because he did have the brand power, and we pushed that. Because let me tell you something, Winford. When I'm buying out all these radio spots, you know, and it's beating it in the people's head, a damn thing that bust song, you know.
When the tattoo niggas start the bun, me kill off the pain with Street Vybz rum.
You understand what I'm saying? When I tell Kartel, look, stop DJing so fast, you know, everybody can't understand you. Slow the thing down. Yeah, people can say, how Kurtar can say him help Vybz Kartel career. Him not write song, him not sing song. But listen to me, the music business is, you hear the last part of that, business. 95% of it business, 5% talent, you know. You understand? You know, I guarantee you, you know, because Winford, no boy can make me leave Jamaica, you know, because I love it, you know.
Okay.
You understand? I know my life is threatened, you know. You understand?
So your life is under threat?
Of course, but let me tell you something, Winford. The reason why I'm here, because I like TV and I like people to know me, you know. The reason why I'm here, you know, is because I don't want that boy that'll come cry at my funeral like me and him are friends, you know. I want Jamaica to know me and him is not friends. my life is threatening him, my enemy. You understand?
Okay.
That's what Jamaica need to know.
So what's going to happen to the building now, Vybz,
Well, I mean,
Vybz Rum and so on?
Well, I can speak freely about street vibes, you know, because I blend that and create that, you know. Vybz Kartel has never been to that. Oh, I'm sorry. He's been to the factory one time to check me to say hello. You understand?
Vybz Kartel has a hand in everything.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Nothing can really happen without Vybz Kartel signing off on it. You know
So
what I mean?
you're really CEO?
Yeah,
Hands-on in this?
Hands-on, man. Vybz Kartel has a hand in everything, you know what I mean? I can't just leave things up to people to do.
So Kartel knows nothing about rum, you know. So that's done, you know, because me'll do another project with another artist.
So it's dead? It's going to die?
That's dead, you know. And it's sad, you know. But I can't work with somebody like that, you know. When my life is threatened.
And the building?
The building, you know, that's very interesting, you know, but it's basically because the building was a situation where it hasn't been fully purchased, you know.
Okay.
You understand? And
There was a payment plan.
hold on, his name is not on the lease, neither mine, you know. So
Okay.
that place that can't open, you know. You understand? It can't open, you know. If him going there open it, he don't even have keys to the place. I'll put it that way. I got the keys. If you're going to open, he basically breaking and entering, you know.
Okay, so it's closed now.
Of course it's closed, and I don't plan to open it neither, you know. Winford, I'm walking away from millions, you know. I've invested 3 years of my time. Yo, Winford, as you notice, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm far from a fool, you know. Me could do anything in this world, me put my mind to, you know.
Yeah.
And me sit here and waste 3 years of my life on Kartel. But me tell you this, Jamaica. Me rise another artist and me show everybody me was the force behind Vybz Kartel. Yeah, him gonna still run the place with his tunes because I'm very talented, you know. But he's not the icon that people think he is, not the businessman that people think he is. And he has nothing. Alright. You know what the fans will say about Vybz Kartel right now? Me love his music, but me not rate him as a person, you know. The man will lead the place astray. I don't understand. You see, since we purchased the Benz, you know, the man changed, you know. Money changed people, you know. You understand? Him just, ego is bigger than this room we in, you know.
Best of the Best was advertised. A performance by Kartel, Best of the Best, that was supposed to be sent to the venue in Florida via satellite from the building. What's that now? What
Boy,
happened
you gonna have to find, boy, me think you're gonna have to find another venue, you know. But else, yeah, they can't keep that, you know. Can't keep that.
You won't allow it?
It ain't up to me. I mean, listen to me.
Who is it up to? Who is it up to?
No, I mean, listen to me. Right now, I mean, a lot of stuff has gone on in that building, you know. And I've tried to stop it, you know. From selectors being beaten. I mean, it's already been talks of that license being pulled, you know. And I'm quite sure of this because of the hostility that is surrounded by that place right there. And if somebody not with any reason gonna run it, the police can't issue a permit to a place like that if that's how the place gonna run. You can't beat selectors and say your music alone for play. You can't burn selectors in the face with cigarettes. Or that's where it stopped, you know, Winford. You understand? Yeah, of course, I'm with Kartel. I said Gaza because it was beneficial and it made sense for money. But I always wanted Gaza to be more than just division. And I always tried to teach them, said, listen, man, you're a big man in the business. Why you'll fight Bounty Killer song, Bad Man Not For Friend Fish? You're a fish? Why that song offend you so, you know? It's a good song. Me like it. Movado, you know, sometimes when I have certain selectors play, he bad them up and them scared to play certain music, you know. You can't be at the building at 3 o'clock in the morning and not play Movado, hot song, Man I Pepper them a ketchup. You gotta play them songs. He don't want them songs to play. He want 20 Kartel to play back to back.
So there's been some tension for quite some time.
Of course.
Between both of you.
Of course, because I'm saying let's run the business and he say let's be a patty shop. So it's affect the bottom line. All right, let me give you a joke. Me and him made a compromise, you know, right? I said, all right, because him will say him run the uptown people, and Saturday night is kind of our uptown night. So I said, listen to me, just please don't come with your foolishness on Saturday. So Tuesday and Thursday, every Tuesday and Thursday he dealt with the foolishness. Guess what, Winford? The Thursday night was the biggest night in the club, you know. You talk about 1,000 people on a Thursday night, every Thursday night. Nobody could even think about starting a Thursday night party. he started the foolishness. Right now it's down to nothing, you know. Tuesday night, boy, down to nothing, you know. Because you know why? People can't come to a club alone and listen to Kartel. People don't like the Arms House. But you see Saturday night, I get selectors in. We juggle. We play music. We do what I intended to do. Give people the original dancehall vibes. And it works. But that brother there, his ego bigger than we all, you know. And it can't last, you know.